Hey everybody, welcome back to my Project 13. I'm going to sit here and wait until somebody comes on. I did not send this out to Twitter or Google+. What's up, TJ? I'm doing this live stream just because I haven't done one in a while. And my son has an appointment, so I'm going to be sitting outside waiting for him for the next 45 minutes. And I thought, you know what? I haven't done a live stream in a while, so I thought I'd take advantage of this time that I'm going to be sitting in my car in this parking lot. It's 90 degrees outside, and he's got an appointment, so I figured I'd connect with all of you and chit chat about whatever. Now, I'm going to be reading off that display right here. I got my Samsung Galaxy S8 while I'm doing this live stream. Got my U11 right here. Still looks as pretty as ever. Let me know how everything looks and how everything sounds. I do got the air conditioner going on. Remember, it is 90 degrees out. I do not have a problem when it comes to talking very loud. In fact, I've had a couple viewers ask me why I'm yelling, why I scream when I do my videos. My jobs have always consisted in areas where it's really, really busy. So we got TJ, Magic Tech Review. We got Steve. What's up, buddy? Where it's loud in the areas I've always worked. So I have no problem talking loud. I have to talk above people where I work. So I know to some that that can be kind of annoying. But if I talk really low, you're not going to be able to hear me. So, yeah, it's good to see everyone. I'm going to go on and see. Can somebody share this on Twitter and also share on Google+? Can somebody do that for me, please? Get some other folks jumping in here. Again, this live stream is just for me to stay in touch live. I've been doing a lot of vlogging lately. Haven't been doing much reviewing. A lot of the guys that I'm connected with are bringing in devices still more on the budget side. And what's up, Tech Right? Thanks for joining, man. Appreciate it. I've been sort of staying out of the limelight when bringing in budget devices. I've been bringing in more flagships, but I want to go back into the budget area. What's up, Cliff, Daniel, Robert? But I've been watching the other guys bringing in some budget devices. The Moto E4 seems to be doing really, really well. I've been saving my money. That doesn't mean I'm not going to get into the budget area. Hey, appreciate it, Tech. Appreciate it very much. Hey, Steve, you're going to bed? Don't go to bed. Stay up. No, I know you got to get your sleep, bro. You got to get your rest. Got to breathe. That's good. I appreciate you coming on even for a few minutes. All of you, appreciate you jumping in even though this wasn't planned. Sometimes you get the best live streams when they're not planned because I got to think. What was it? Now, see, I already lost what I was saying. Anyway, I do want to get into the budget area and not dabble too much in the flagship area, so I will be getting there. But I've been watching the other guys covering some budget devices. I just kind of been on the background. I've been really busy this summer, a lot going on, a lot, and I haven't really been staying in touch when it comes to doing budget reviews. The only three devices that I've covered the Sony Xperia XA1 Ultra. I've covered a Blue device. I've covered the S8, the HTC U11, and the LG G6, and talked a little bit about some of my other devices. But I'm waiting on a couple flagships, and then I think I'm going to mellow out with the flagships and end up Tech Right is daddy. What is that? What is Tech Right is daddy? What do you watch YouTube as far as tech channel? Who do I watch? I like Max Lee. I like Droid Modder X. I do watch Techno Buffalo. And of course, I support all my other guys out there, whether it's Jay Will, whether it's Tony, whether it's Donovan, whether it's Paul, whether it's Tech Right. I don't always jump on those channels, but every once in a while, man, when I get a break and I finally get to lay down or sit back a little bit, I like to check out and see what's going on. Sometimes I don't comment, sometimes I do, but that doesn't mean I'm not watching. You will get a thumbs up from me. Yeah, there's, as far as like bigger channels, you know, I mean, I consider Jay Will's channel probably one of the bigger channels when it comes to our group. He's pretty big up there. But you know, I do check out Max Lee has been gone for a while. What's up, Phone Tech at Work? What's up, man? He's been gone for a while, but he came back just a few days ago, so I was on there and he actually acknowledged me, which was really cool. Yeah, I like Mr. Rettinger over at Techno Buffalo. He's very educated. I like to watch him. I've watched them for a long time. Steve says, had a long shift today, so I'm going to go. Sorry, I can't stay longer. Have a great live chat with you soon, my friend. All right, Steve, get some rest. Appreciate it. Paul Tech, what's up, man? How you doing? Watching from Astoria, Oregon. Very nice and cool here. Yeah, it's probably, what, in the 60s there, Paul? Thank you. Watch the rewind tomorrow. Awesome. I tend not to watch bigger channels. I already know what they're going to say. I like to watch. I like the one to, okay, from 1,000 to 50,000. Yeah, the ones I choose to watch that we consider bigger channels, there's something about their honesty, integrity, and that's why I watch them. Whether it's Droid Modder X, whether it is Rettinger from Techno Buffalo, whether it is Max Lee, there's something about their authenticity, if I can say that right. Probably shouldn't be chewing gum while trying to say that long word. I feel in my heart that there's some integrity in some of those bigger channels, and that's why I watch them. And if I thought there wasn't, I would pull away from them. I do totally support the YouTubers that are, you know, obviously either at my level or even above. I still consider myself a freshman when it comes to doing YouTube videos. I mean, and whether you want to go by subscriber base, I mean, I have over 4,000 subscribers. I get a lot of views, but I'm still a rookie at this. I don't consider myself way up there. You look at someone like Paul Tech, who's right now on the, you know, I mean, that guy's got, what do you got, Paul? You got like 15,000? I mean, you're way up there, you know? Yeah, what's Phone Tech just watching on vacation right now? Hope you're enjoying your vacation. Let's see. Let's go back here. Team 100 in the building. I gotta go, bro. Keep up the great work. Thanks, Tech Right, for joining in. You too. Okay. Yeah, so I like to learn. I like to be educated, so I watch the ones that I trust at this point to further my mind when it comes to this whole tech world, when it comes to smartphones, when it comes to technology. I don't know it all. I learn as I go. Nick Thompson, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. There's never a day that goes by that I don't try to learn something, and whether it's at my level or you other guys who are above me, watching some of those bigger channels, I mean, they a lot of them know their stuff. And sure, some of them may be getting paid, some of them maybe not. Maybe, I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, one day, if I ever was to get to that point, then I work for it. And I'm going to keep the integrity and keep the honesty and keep the truth. And I hope that I wouldn't lose my views and subscriber base due to the fact that one day I could be way up here. I mean, I don't see myself way up there, but if I ever got there, I hope nobody would stop watching me just because I climbed the ladder. My goal is to always be who I am here at my Project 13, that this journey stays true to itself and the integrity is always there. But let's just say I got that big. Would you stop watching me? I hope not. I hope not. Out of a single charge of my phone, I got 7 hours, 46 minutes. Is that your S8, right? That's got to be your S8, TJ, right? Hey, did anybody see that tweet by Jay on this device called Frank? Can you see that? Did anybody see that? Jay tweeted that out. I want to know if any of you seen that. This is a real interesting device, and it's a basically it's a project. Basically, they need to be funded to finish these devices called Frank. Has anybody seen that? For $180, you get this device called Frank. 4 gigs of RAM, 1.5 gigahertz octa-core processor, 13 megapixel rear camera. Only problem is it's got Android Marshmallow. Well, that shouldn't be a big deal, but yeah. 5.5 inch full 1080p, 64 gigs of storage, 3000 milliamp battery, 5 megapixel selfie camera, fingerprint sensor. These guys are really unique. If you read this article on this device called Frank, just look at the title. You see that? Okay, so go to www.frankisaphone.com. www.frankisaphone.com. Okay, go to that website and check out what these guys write about their device that they are creating, they are making, and they're going to give you a little. They're going to give you a little interesting story there and how all this came about, and some of the language that they're choosing to describe what they're doing and what this device is all about. There is some bad language in there, but it's very unique. And they're going to need your help to get this project done. Okay? It's a very interesting device. Now, I do not condone this language at all. Okay? At all. It's just another, and then it has the F word, phone. But it'll only cost you $180. And then they go on to describe the phone. So I don't even want to show the bad word up there. But go to www.frankisaphone.com and check out this phone and check out these guys and look at the description of how they came about in creating this smartphone for $180. It's a very interesting read. It's but I'm very intrigued by it at the cost for $180. So, yeah, let me know what you think. It's kind of interesting. So let me see where I'm at. No, it's not the new T-Mobile. I'm going to catch up with you guys. Okay, it's not the new T-Mobile phone. Jay Will actually tweeted this out. I got it and responded, and I'm like, wow, what in the world? Again, there's some language in here, but these guys are coming at it as rough as can be. And if this is legit for $180, I wouldn't mind picking it up. I just don't agree with the language they're using to describe. But again, go to www.frankisaphone.com. And then as you go there and you start reading it, leave some feedback on it because it's very interesting. Anyway, have you guys been watching the vlogs in the morning? I've been doing a lot of vlogging, and I've realized that my channel has become more of a vlogging channel than a review channel. Yes, the HTC U11 will be getting that 60 frames per second at 1080p, and I am stoked about that, Paul. It just seems like they keep adding to this device as other devices are rolling out from other OEMs. It just seems like HTC wants to keep challenging those devices with this device. This right now has to be the device of the year in 2017, and I'm saying that without having a lot of other devices in hand. I'm watching other devices come out, I'm watching the hype, but the hype isn't like this device. It just isn't. It isn't. So yeah, so I've been vlogging a lot more, and I'm still a review channel. I'm still bringing in smartphones, but I find that I lean towards vlogging a lot more than reviewing. And even when I review, I mainly cover a lot of video and pics. I cover a lot when it comes to the cameras on a smartphone. I do the initial unboxing and so forth like that. But I really love just doing overviews, having conversation on devices. That's sort of my my kind of, when I review or do final reviews, they aren't really final reviews and going through I do a lot of conversations and overviews on devices, and I'm finding that vlogging about it is more where I like to be, and it's just because it creates great conversation. And there's so many other channels out there doing a lot of final reviews that you can go check those out. And I don't know, I guess I kind of want to build on that as I continue going on this journey with all of you, because I find it more interesting to have conversations than to just cover every little detail of a smartphone. I don't know, what do you think? So anyway, I've been doing a lot of morning vlogs, and I do that also to keep myself up. You know, no matter what I'm doing early in the morning, whether it's going to work or doing other things. But it just seems more peaceful at that time, and I'm able to talk about a lot of different things. And I wish that I would get more views, but I understand it's early in the morning, but there's always going back and watching it later. I should just actually send those out through Twitter and Google Plus. That way others can watch those later on. But I really enjoy vlogging. What device right now are you using? No, Paul, I did pick up the Moto Z2 Force. If that's the device you're asking about. The Z2 Play? No, I did not pick that up. Or the Force. Now, I did pick it up because the Force, the Play might have been, for what they're asking for that device, I don't think it's worth it. Even as a reviewer at the level that I'm at, it's too much money. Too much money. I'd rather save my money and pick up something else that I'm a little more intrigued with, and that I feel personally all of you might be a little more intrigued with. There are a lot of others picking up the device. I just don't think it's worth the money. No, I think they're asking, I think that's a $650 device. Especially when you're going from a 3,500 milliamp battery down to 2730. Is that it? 2730, 2740. And I understand, unless you're going to be devoted to the Motorola ecosystem when it comes to these mods, unless you're going to devote yourself to that and spend the money, that's a lot of money. Most consumers are going to buy that device and may not even use the mods. They may get one or two, but those mods may end up sitting on a shelf somewhere. So unless you're really going to invest into that whole mod ecosystem, I don't see why we'd spend that much money on the device. Again, you could have the Moto Z Play and still be able to use the mods that are coming out right now. The life of that device, the aesthetic build of the device is supposed to stay the same. And I think the mods are supposed to, within a 3-year period of time, that they're going to be compatible, and then they'll probably change up the design of the device and then change up the mods as well. So there'll be a period of time where all that's going to be compatible, and then it's not. Again, you have to be invested, and I'm not going to be invested. I'd bring it in and then I'd sell it, because I'm not going to be invested into that. I'm just not. So I would urge you, if you're going to be going towards a Moto Z Play 2 or Moto Z2 Force, ask yourself, is this practical or not practical, and am I going to be invested in that whole ecosystem? And if not, then there's too many other great devices to be looking at right now, whether they're flagship, mid-range, or budget. And again, you have a flagship device like the U11, which they keep implementing more areas on this device for $650. This is the better buy. This is the better buy. Daniel says he's still using the G6. For some reason I don't know about. I bought another V20, been sitting in my drawer doing nothing. The V20 sitting in your drawer doing nothing? Well, I would say sell it if it's going to do. I use all my devices, man. Whether I'm using the S8 like I'm using right now, and other times I'm shooting video with my V20. I don't like to, actually, a couple devices have been sitting for a little bit. I used my Motorola Nexus 6 for a little while, but my Huawei Nexus 6P has been sitting for some time. I just recently pulled out my Nokia Lumia 1520 to take some pictures of some areas around here in town, just because I love the cameras on the Nokia Lumia 1520. Take some beautiful pics, shoot some beautiful video. I mean, if any of you have ever had the Nokia Lumia 1520 in hand, outside of that huge display, the blacks are blacks, man. Just sharp, vivid, but just has amazing cameras on that device. So yeah, Daniel, if you're not going to use that, man, sell it and bring in some money and pick up a different device. Don't let it sit in your drawer too long. How about the gold color one, +5? No, not a fan, but of gold, but looks nice. Of what, the LG Stylo? How is the LG Stylo? LG Stylo 3. How's that treating you, big house? I thought about bringing that in, but I didn't. Again, I'm just, I don't know. I've been this is my 3rd year going into YouTube, and I've been very picky and not, there was a period of time where I was really running myself crazy trying to stay up with everybody else, in a sense. Not like too crazy, but I really was like pushing myself. And there was a period where it became a little more work than fun. I never lost the fun, and I've talked about this before. But I kind of wanted to just always stay there with and constantly make videos. And what I'm finding out about myself going into my 3rd year with YouTube is that, I mentioned this, that I've become more of a vlogger, number one. And I'm beginning to be a little more picky in what I bring in. And it's not so much with finances anymore. I have the money. It's just, I want to do for all of you, but at the same time, I want to do for me too. So I've been a little picky when I bring in. I've been able to afford a little more on the flagship level. But again, I'm not going to cut out the mid-ranger or the budget device at all. I've just been able to spoil myself a little bit with devices that I've wanted to pick up. And I'll be able to do that a couple more times this year before year ends. But I wanted to make sure I know I'm making the right choices. And it's not about selling myself out here on YouTube. It's about staying real. It's about being who I am. And I think that's why I've been a little more picky. And a lot of you have stayed with me and supported me in what I brought in and what I'm doing. And also I've segregated my time a little more with family and everything else. So I think that's why you haven't seen a lot of videos like I did the first 2 years. I've tried to take my personal life and also my YouTube life, and some of that's entwined sometimes. And you've seen that when I've invited my wife into the videos. That kind of entwines a little bit. But I've also tried to keep them separate too, and stay true here and not get too carried away one way or the other, and still live life and still be who I need to be for all of you here on my Project 13, if that makes any sense. So let me go read some of this. Deepak, what's going on? Big house is here. The Stylo 3 is on my radar. How much is that device right now? Sharp Arcos S2 was announced yesterday. Yeah, they said that's a combination between the Essential and the iPhone. Then that's what they're saying. That's kind of like a combo between both those devices. Did anybody see the leaks on the iPhone? The most recent leaks shows the top of the display go all the way to the top and then cut down right around here. Kind of like the Essential device is going to have full display, but it's going to have a little cutout right here for the front-facing camera. Well, the latest leak photo on the iPhone shows a display that goes all the way up to the top except for right here where the earpiece is in the camera. If that's true, I really don't like that setup. That's the only reason that I may not bring in the Essential. I really do not like the placement of that camera on the Essential. That really throws me off. And if the iPhone 8, if that's what they're going to call it, is sort of that same way where the display goes all the way up except for that little edge right there, I don't like that. I don't like that look at all. I don't know what you guys think about that. TJ says, don't like the placement of the fingerprint scanner on the S8. It's too close to the camera. I smudged the camera too much thinking it's the fingerprint scanner. Yeah, well, that's always been the thing with the S8. It's the finger, and they're going to do it with the Note 8. So I don't know why on the Note 8 they just didn't put the fingerprint scanner right here. I don't know. So going forward, what is it that you would like to see from me here on my Project 13? Do you like the fact that I'm implementing more vlogging? Or do you want to see more reviews, more coverage as far as the reviewing process on devices? Or do you like what I'm doing as far as keeping the reviewing process minimal and more vlogging? Do you like the vlogging part? Guys, let me know. I don't understand. Magic Tech Review says, I don't understand the whole getting rid of bezel and thin phones. Just put more battery in tech and build a... Yeah. You know, I don't mind bezels. I don't mind I love big devices. I've grown to really love my S8. Not as much as my U11, but I do love my S8. And everybody knows when I first bought the S8 Plus, I had issues in the camera here, returned it. Later on, I ended up bringing in the S8, the smaller variant. And over a period of a month now, I've really fallen in love with my S8. I really have. Even though I don't like the fingerprint scanner where it's located. And I love the thin bezels. I love the 18.9 display ratio. But at the end of the day, I'd rather have a little bezel. I'd rather have a wider and bigger device. I think that's why I love my Motorola Nexus 6 so much. I love that huge form factor. I really, really do. Big House says, got a Stylo 3 for $80 through Metro PCS. Then had it unlocked for $40. So $120, not bad. She's just like Grace says. I like your vlogs. They have friendly feeling with the viewers. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do I keep them interesting? Here's what I want from you guys. If you like my vlogs and you want me to continue the vlogs, I want you to feed me ideas, not just short-term ideas, but long-term ideas and what you want implemented into the vlogs. Whether you like me talking about leaks, rumors, more, you want to hear about products that I'm reviewing. I'm reviewing a lot more products and accessories from companies. I'm trying to keep them limited so I don't make it work. That's the one thing I don't want. I don't want to make this work. But when you do review products and accessories, it can become work. Okay? So, but I enjoy doing them. And, you know, because I get them in, I get to talk about it, and I get to use them, and they let me keep this product, and I get to share them with my family as well. I don't get a lot, but the little that I do get, it's interesting. And, yeah, like right now I'm using the Fantaseal suction cup car mount holder up on my windshield. And man, I'm digging this, especially in the mornings when I'm doing vlogging. when I'm doing my morning vlogs. Loving it for $10. Totally stoked. So yeah, I appreciate the accessories and products, and I get to share them with friends and family members. And but let me know what you want implemented in those morning vlogs. You know, as far as long term, not just short term. Let's see. I still have the 6P Nexus 6 Pro. Yes, I still have mine. Magic. I've never watched your vlogs. Going to be 100%. I was told about you a couple months ago by some subscribers. They really like you. Well, you know what? I appreciate you being here, Magic Tech Review, just like everybody else. This team is built upon all of you. Without you, I don't exist here doing this. So I appreciate you coming and being part of the team. And I would say check out some of my vlogs. This morning, if you can go and watch some of the videos. I talked about some leaks with the Google Pixel 2 from Droid Modder X. Give a shout out to Droid Modder X. He's doing an awesome job over there. I really enjoy watching him. But yeah, I wanted to share my take on that. And that's what I do. You know, whether it's in the afternoon time or in the morning time, something that comes to my head, I share it and I talk about it. And it's all to create conversation. Vlogging to me is conversation about these things. We all love these things, right? And it's just not conversation, it's education. It's being informed. And the feedback down below helps us learn more. It helps, there's the education, you know, being educated. But also, if we're looking for a device and we want to spend our money, we work hard for our money, getting that feedback helps us make decisions based upon other viewers and subscribers' opinions in their time with certain specific devices. It helps us, you know, I've had viewers buy smartphones not just because of my opinions based on my reviews, but from others who leave feedback who have helped those viewers and subscribers. So that's what that conversation really does, is it helps. It helps, and you know, by learning, it helps by making decisions on what we want to buy or not buy. And that's where all those rumors and leaks and information and reviewing, I mean, all of that comes together. And I'll tell you, man, I don't try to watch a lot of videos when it comes to the reviewing of a device, because I try to keep it for, but you have to watch some, especially if you're supporting your fellow YouTuber and they got a device in and I want to get that device too. Well, I am going to watch their videos. I am going to support them. And during that process, it's going to educate me a little bit on that device, obviously. I try to limit it, but I want to support my other YouTuber buddies out there. I do. And so I'm going to end up watching some information, whether I want to or not. That's part of it. But I try not to overwhelm my mind with it, because I do want to use a device myself and be able to give you an honest review based on my opinion and not somebody else's opinion, even though I may watch and support their videos. It's the way it goes. Let's see. Product reviews bring viewers. Vlogs consolidate them. Okay. Magic. Yep. We really like Anthony. Super honest, not only as a reviewer, but as a person. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate it. My project there asked me questions about theming on Galaxy. Hey, you know what, TJ? You're supposed to get your channel up because I want you to do a review on your theming on your S8. That's what I want you to do. I want your channel to get going. We'd all like to be there and support you. Theming's awesome on the S8, even though theming on the U11 is better, in my opinion. If you're going to theme a device and have killer theme, you can create your own themes and share those themes with others. The U11 has some awesome theming. What's your best stuff? You know, time is limited. So many channels I want to watch, but making videos at the same time. Yeah, time is limited. And that's where I take my time, and I've learned to segregate it. I've learned, and my wife helps me out. You've seen my wife here on my channel. She'll let me know when I'm getting too carried away, and she's, honey, you got to pull back a little bit. Utilize your time. Like right now, I'm waiting for my boy at this appointment. So I'm here in the parking lot my air conditioner, it's 90 degrees outside. I got this time to utilize and share my time with all of you. And then when it's all said and done, my boy will come, we'll drive home, and we'll spend quality family time. I know, making videos, you know, doing live streams, spending time with the family, working, it's utilizing that time. And that's what when I can, I check out your channels as well. Again, I may not always comment, but I'm there watching. You get a thumbs up. You get a thumbs up, man. And there's Big Dog. What's up, man? I didn't bring in an Alcatel. I know. You were excited about that, weren't you? The Alcatel Idol 5S. Yeah, I didn't bring it in. Nope. Gonna wait. I'm not gonna bring that one in. I'm really intrigued with the Google Pixel 2 right now and the LG V30. The LG V30, yeah, I think that's gonna be the bomb. Good choice that you did. Well, I'm glad you decided to join, man. You like disappeared for the longest time. Yeah, I am still going to bring in some mid-range and budget devices, but I'm going to be very picky about what I pick going forward when I bring in outside of the flagship device. So, what are your thoughts on the LG V30 leaks? The underrated flagship between the iPhone and the Pixel 2. Yes, it is underrated, and it looks great. From the back, it sort of looks like the LG G6. It looks like the corners of the back are rounded too. Very slim bezels. Again, I don't mind a little extra bezel, and I don't mind a bigger device, but it looks really good as long as the width is there. That's one thing about the G6. It's a little bit wider than the S8. I'm liking it. Now, the dual cameras on the back, if you notice, the dual flash is on the side of the dual cameras on the LG V30 leaks. But it looks really nice. I'm hoping that they appropriately price that device just right, because bringing in the Google Pixel 2 and the V30, that's going to cost me some bucks, but I think it's going to be worth it to cover those two devices and to take it up against the U11. I'm looking forward, because again, this is my device of the year. I want to see what the Google Pixel 2 can do up against this device. And I want to see what the V30 can do up against this device. And I should have the S8. At some point, I'll be selling my G6. And I hate to say this, but, you know, going down, the S8 is probably one of those devices I'm going to probably end up selling along with the G6. I don't need the G6, even though it's a great underrated device as well. It's an awesome device for 500 bucks, 500 smackarillas. But having the V20, that's my content creator device. Having that, I don't need the G6. I can't have a bunch of devices just sitting there on my desk not being used. So between the two devices, the V20 stays, the G6 will probably end up going. I'll miss it, but they both are pretty much close in certain areas. But the V20 offers a little bit more when it comes to creating content. Yeah, Cowboys, way to go. The U11 is a really solid product. Yeah, and then once it gets that 1080p 60 frames per second, that update's coming. Woo! I'm telling you, man. This device, you cannot go wrong. You cannot go. And I know some of you out there didn't pick it up, and I know some of you had it and decided to go with something else. You returned it, got something else. But it's a solid device. It's a solid device. Can't go wrong with that. 90 degrees here. What's the temperature where you're at? Is it raining? Is it snowing? Is it hot? Gotta have me a little sip, man. I'm talking way too much. I gotta let you guys talk. Pat, the V30, iPhone 8, the Pixel 2, what are you gonna get? I'm going to ask you all a question. What are you guys going to get? Are you sticking with what you have? And let me know what you have. I already know what TJ has, the S8. I already know what Big House has, the Stylo 3. I know, right? Why do companies bring the best colors after months? Selling, man. It's marketing. It's marketing. And they know that there's a lot of reviewers out there, and reviewers are going to buy them. Okay? They're going to buy them. And most of them are going to be tech enthusiasts that buy those devices. You know, you get a color like this, and then later on they bring out some phenomenal other. They know that's marketing, man. That's selling. And they know that someone like me is going to probably spend the money again on it, sell this to somebody else, and bring in another one. I mean, it's marketing, man. They know what they're doing. Yeah, I don't like it any more than you do, but that's part of the game. That's part of the game when it comes to devices. Here's my thing with colors. Now that you brought up the color thing with devices, you see that pretty blue on the back, right? But then it's black on the bezels. I want that color all over. The bezels, the little side bezels there, I want that to be this color. I want devices to start coming out with the color on the back being on the front. Now, these are pretty colors, but I think that they should go all the way around the device, not just on the back of the device. Now imagine the top and bottom bezel and even the little bezel on the side there with that color. Woo, sexy. Now that's sexy. That's the way I want to see devices start coming out. Joe, thanks for joining. I appreciate it. How is the vibration in the U11? It's just as efficient as the S8. I have the S8, not the Plus, I have the S8. It's just as efficient. I work in an environment with a lot of machinery, a lot of customer base. And not only do I hear I create my own ringtones, by the way, but I feel the vibration in my pocket. So no issues. The vibration motor on the U11 is just as efficient as my S8. Deepak says he's going to get, I'm going to get the iPhone 8, the V30 Pixel 2. I've got the S8, S8 Plus, U11, and well, I collect iPhones. Check out the Honor 9. Yes, Honor 9 is a beautiful device. I will admit it is a beautiful device. You are going to get the iPhone. You know what? I may get that one. I may, depending on price. I'm hoping that the V30 is around 700 smacks, 750, no more. That the Google Pixel 2, I'm hoping that they drop a little bit in price, that they realize last year's price was a little too much. Even if they keep that at 750 for the XL, that it could end up being 800. I know, maybe 850. If I can work it out, my three devices, and I know a lot of you are going to go crazy if I bring in the iPhone 8, if that's what they call it. But my scenario, as far as what I would love to bring in, I'm not going to get the Note 8. I'm the S8, the S8 Plus is the Note 8 almost. I know there's going to be a few other areas implemented, but I don't use the S Pen anyway. I never did on my Note 2. But I'd love to bring in the V30, the Google Pixel 2, and the iPhone 8. I'd love to have those three devices and call it a year and maybe bring in a budget mid-ranger in between that. Bringing in the iPhone 8 for this channel, I know, and I say this being humble, it would blow up the... All right, I'm back. Somehow I got disconnected. Did I reconnect? Does everybody see me? Somebody say something. Do you see me? Am I back? I was disconnected there. I'm back. Yeah, so I think if my finances work out right and I manage them just right and I'm able to bring in the iPhone, I know that's gonna blow up because I've been on YouTube now going to my third year and I've never had an iPhone device. So I know that's, wow. We'll see what happens. We're going to have to see where the price points are with all these devices. Anyway, everybody, again, this was not planned. I just came on to chat and have a conversation. I didn't have anything in here really to talk about. I just wanted to touch bases with all of you, the team, say hello, just kind of, yeah, just let the mind go. Hey, Claude, what's up, man? I appreciate all of you coming on and just hanging out with me, sharing your minds and your thoughts and your hearts, and just being a support, man. We did hit a milestone this year, over 4,000 subscribers. You know, the channel's doing well. Considering the route that I've gone with more vlogging than reviewing, I'm very happy in the direction that my Project 13 is going. And so I hope, again, I asked you that, I hope that's what you're digging. I hope you're liking that, the vlogging. You know, just stay tuned for more. There is one device I'm looking at getting on Thursday, maybe. I'm going to see, and that's the T-Mobile Revel. We'll see how that goes. Let me know if you're interested in that device, or any of you picking up the T-Mobile Revel, their exclusive device. Let me know what you guys think about that device. So we'll see. We'll see how everything goes. Anyway, I appreciate you all. Thanks for just, again, thanks for being there. Appreciate it. Whew, 90 degrees out, man. Cheers to all of you for being a part of my Project 13. Without you, this doesn't happen. All right, everybody. I'm out. Have a great day. God bless. Continue to watch. I'm out.